Welcome back, fellow aircraft builders and aviation enthusiasts. We're here in the second floor loft home office area of my home. This is where I do all my video editing. This is my computer area. And you can see I've got a 3D printer going here. This is a project that I've been working on for a couple of months right now. I ordered this printer back in December, in the 1st of December. Actually, I think I ordered it originally a little earlier than that, and it didn't arrive until January. It was quite literally on a slow boat from China. This is an open source DIY 3D printer kit that is based on the Prusa i3 printer. And the Prusa i3 is either $600 or $700 depending on whether you want to buy it as a DIY kit or an assembled printer. This printer, however, is the Annette A8 DIY printer kit, and the retail price on this is about $170. Previously, I'd been in lots of discussions about the viability of 3D printing as it relates to aviation. Most of the discussions I've been in involve prototyping and using it to rapidly design potentially new products or new ideas for aircraft. I've sort of been on the end of arguing that it's also a viable manufacturing tool because most aviation products are not mass produced. So I've been wanting to experiment with this for a little while. At AirVenture 2016, I was able to go to the drone exhibit, and Robo 3D Printers was there putting on a demonstration, and I think there were a couple other companies there. And I got to kind of see these in action in person for the first time. Now, one of the reasons I'm excited about the possibilities for my own airplane project is that as an EAA member, you currently have access to a free, non-expiring student copy of Solidworks, computer-aided design software. Solidworks can export in the .stl file format, and that's what 3D printer slicer programs require. So with free Solidworks and a $170 printer, I get to explore the technological side of 3D printing. Now, this is largely an intellectual exercise for now. I don't necessarily have any grand plans for any production level parts that I'll be offering for sale or anything like that. If I ever do something like that, it'll be very much down the road. However, I do have some plans for my own aircraft that I'd like to test out. Some of them include just some non-structural interior bits and maybe some trim pieces and some things to kind of just accent the instrument panel. But I'm also exploring a DIY EFIS and PFD system. There's a open source software system out there now that uses off-the-shelf commercial tablet computer components and Raspberry Pi computer components to basically build up a DIY instrument panel, all glass instrument panel. And I'm considering using a version of that on my own aircraft when the time comes, although I do plan at the moment to have some backup analog instruments and some other things for reliability purposes. But I'm also possibly looking at cleaning up the aerodynamics of the CH750 STOL, just as an experiment, not necessarily as anything exciting. But so I'm really excited about this. I've wanted to learn about this technology for a long time. I've been fascinated by it for a very long time, and I'm really excited for as inexpensively as I purchased this kit. I'm really excited to kind of explore this. So just a very quick overview, and I'll put links to everything I've talked about here in the description below. But just a quick overview here. All of the blue parts that you see on the printer are parts that I've actually printed since purchasing the printer. The kit itself comes as a very basic kit with no frills, no exciting modifications or anything else. So one of the first things that you do when you buy one of these very cheap DIY kits is you begin to upgrade the printer itself. So you can see down here I've got a frame brace that I printed. I'm currently working on just a plastic carabiner. This is a test print that I'm doing since I installed all these upgrades. I've got some Z-axis screw holders here. I've got a filament holder with an axle and nut there, which is an improved version of what they ship to you, a much improved version. The old version broke after a few days. I've got a filament guide, an extruder button, extruder release button. Over here you can see that I've got a lighted power switch. That actually, this printer does not come with a power switch. You either plug it in or unplug it to turn it on and off. So I've printed a modular box to go around the base of the power supply, which is this mesh box here. There's a blue modular box that goes around that, an aftermarket power switch, and then wired that up so that that works. So I've got a few other things that I'd like to do to this printer. I want to print a enclosure for the motherboard assembly there, and there are a host of other things I want to do. But after that, and after I've printed just some household use items and things like that, I'm looking maybe to come up with some designs for the aircraft. And so I plan to design those in Solidworks, and at the very least prototype them in 3D print plastic, but maybe even do some production level stuff once I've got the designs refined. So a little different type of video today, but I'm kind of excited about this, and I just wanted to share that with you. That is one of the things that I'm working on for several years in the future, essentially. And it's kind of at the same, on one hand it's a kind of a side hobby, but at the same time it is an investment in the aircraft potentially. If I can, you know, get used to the technology, get good at printing, and, you know, do my own product development here, it may turn into something where I might even use as a business model later on, maybe as a side business. So anyway, just something I wanted to quickly show you, and I'll have another update on the aircraft assembly itself very soon. I'm going to be starting working on the elevator very shortly, and I'll have a video on forming the elevator skins up next. That's all for this video. Be sure to like, comment, or subscribe, and let me know if you have any requests for future video content. As always, thanks for watching, and good luck with your projects.